Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. It is time to celebrate the rich 30-year legacy of the circus we all know as Universoul. I can't do it twice now. It's a whole lot of breath control. Now, this circus prides itself on including talented performers from just about every continent. We're talking about dancers and acrobats and contortionists and stilt walkers and daredevil bikers and flyers and, of course, clowns with a whole lot of soul. It is my honor to welcome to the show the real ringmaster for Universoul Circus, Donald N.O. Long. Hey!
Oh, that was excellent, Portia.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having me. That was an incredible experience. I am so grateful and just so honored to get to talk about this circus, this performance that really looks like nothing else that you've ever seen.
Yeah.
What is it like for you? We should say NO stands for
New Orleans, born and raised.
Yes.
Very proud. Yes. Hello, all of my New Orleans family out there.
How did you first, let's talk about I've got so many questions. I can't even get them out.
No, well, we're not going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere. So first of all, just the history of Universoul, 30 years, where it started, here in Atlanta.
Right here in Atlanta. I was getting ready to say. Well, the owner, Cedric Walker, has an amazing background and resume in the talent and entertainment industry. He started out with the Funk Fest back in the days, and that transitioned into him putting on gospel plays and stuff like that. And so that then turned into him having a vision for a variety show.
Okay.
That featured African Americans as he traveled through the Bible Belt, and he understood, what our culture is.
Right.
And so that became, he always tells a story about his wife, Cynthia Walker, asking, now, where in the world are you going to find all of these African Americans put on this variety show, which has turned into the Universoul Circus? And he said, okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll travel the world and I will bring what everybody around the world is doing that everyone can't see and make that the Universoul Circus. And that is the experience that we share with everyone in 2 hours under the big top.
Right, and it is an action-packed 2 hours. We're looking at just some of the artists here.
Here are the Morning Doves.
The Morning Doves, that's right. And you're just watching every act like, oh my gosh, how are they doing that? How are they doing? How are they not?
Yes.
But you're gasping, you're laughing. It's such a whole body experience, right?
Yes.
How did you end up in the circus? Like, what were you doing? What was the job you had before you were a ringmaster?
Oh my goodness, listen, that is a great question. So I was the class clown in school.
Oh, I'm so surprised.
Let's just call it what it is. I was the class clown in school, and God had a plan for me, okay?
Yeah.
And so I am a professional child, Portia.
Wow.
That's all I am, okay?
I love that.
I love it. I love having fun. My skill set is acting and comedy and dancing and hosting. And so when you combine all of those things, as I call it, that pot of gumbo, see that New Orleans coming out, that pot of gumbo.
I got you.
It forms what, most people say is a excellent ringmaster. And I wear that title very, very proud.
You do. And that's us the other night together. Boy, it was so much fun. How do you learn? Like when you say, okay, is there like ringmaster school? Like there's clown school, right? Like is there ringmaster school? Where do you pick up all of the dynamics?
So that's a great question as well. Again, our owner, we are very hands-on in the Universoul Circus. So a lot of the acts that you all see in our show are trained by our Universoul Circus staff.
Oh, wow.
And so even myself, I came on as an improv comedian, having different skits and characters in the circus.
Yeah.
And through training and development over the years, that turned into me being the voice of the show. And now it is the energy of the show.
Yeah,
so in between acts, I love coming out in the audience, with the interactive segments that we have, soul karaoke, the Big Top Kids Dance Contest. And so I love And I'm all about the transitions. After you are oohing and eyeing over what you're looking at on stage,
Yeah.
here comes the ringmaster sewing this whole thing together.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and then next thing you know, there's a whole other act being put together
Yep.
above, literally
Yep.
right underneath the big top, and it's the next one. This concept of this international cast and crew, right? And we should be clear, lots of circuses do this, right?
Yes.
But there's something different about making sure, how are you is so intentional about making sure from the African continent to the European continent to Russia and Asia and the Caribbean
Right.
and right here in the good old US of A?
Right.
How do you pull and create these shows?
Well, it's on purpose. And our community takes great pride in the Universoul Circus belonging to them.
Yeah.
But in actuality, it is the message that we want to give is that universal is universal.
It's universal, right?
And so
yeah.
again, as we show that people from China or Asia,
Yeah.
the Hispanic culture, the European culture,
Yeah.
they all have a little bit of soul. And so when
Right,
they come into our
right.
show, and they come from circuses around the world, but to our show, the Universoul Circus, and they hear some of those tunes, and we might start the wobble being played or something like that, or
Right,
we
but they
swagging and
have their
surfing, and then they're like,
own-
what is this? And
yeah.
so now we bring out the soul in them.
Yeah.
And so now, the audience comes into our show and they're seeing the big picture.
Right.
And that's what we're here for.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Bringing everyone together, including family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun to be there, just with the families especially. All right, you're not going anywhere, right?
At all.
Very good. Very good answer. When we return, Ino will fill us in on what's changed and how the circus has been able to stay relevant. It helps when you can juggle fire, of course, but there's so much more to it. And then later, Double Vision hits the stage. Oh yeah, they're practicing right now. But I'm trying to tell you what these brothers can do with the core strength and a sense of balance is like nothing you have ever seen. Oh, right. And then there are the splits. Stay with us. You do not want to miss what these brothers are going to do next. Hey there, Portia here. Listen, that was a good conversation, wasn't it? Want to see the rest of it? Just go to portiashow.com, scroll down until you see that particular episode. But listen, before you scroll on out of here, I need you to do me a favor, please. Like, comment, let us know what you thought of that episode, and subscribe. And if you already are a subscriber, we sure appreciate you. In the meantime, we'll be sure to see you on the next episode of Portia, and you can catch us weeknights on Fox Soul as well. Tell your friends. Tell them to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.